Okay guys, thanks for coming along tonight. Tonight we're just going to do a skills maintenance session on the Aussie pump. Tonight I'm going to go through some safe working practices, some specifications of the pump, maintenance and starting procedure, and we'll get a chance to go out and actually practically start the pump, so you'll each have a turn. But first of all, I'll just point out our emergency escape exits out through the watch room and out into the engine bay, and also the toilets are just out the engine bay also. The pump too, guys, is operational, so if we do get a call, we'll restart on the truck. Okay, so first I'll just go over a few safe working practices. I've written them up on the board here. The pump always requires a team lift. It's 32 kilos, so always a two-man lift when taking it off the appliance or restarting the appliance. When operating the pump, it must be in a well-ventilated area because it's a petrol motor, so there's going to be quite a lot of fumes, so always in a ventilated area. If there's no other option, you might have to look at donning a air set. So, but you also have a look at other safety practices there. But also with refuelling the pump, if you've been pumping for an hour or two and it's getting lower, it runs out, we always switch the pump off. The ignition switch is the red switch here. We always switch it off and allow the pump to cool before we refuel it. It's for obvious reasons. If you spill a bit or anything, it might ignite. So yeah, always switch it off and let it cool. And also some PPE. I mean, you might be manning the pump, so probably wouldn't hurt to put some earplugs in or that sort of thing. So yeah, these are safe working practices. Your specifications on the pump's 32 kilo in weight, so yeah, always a two-man lift. Premium unleaded goes in the Aussie pump. You probably would have, used to call it a Davy pump. Well, they're actually two pumps, two different pumps. The Davy pump takes standard unleaded, but the Aussie pump, it takes premium unleaded. So, and the fuel consumption when the pump's running is about 1.25 litres per minute. So, and the fuel capacity in the tank is 3.6 litres. So just for interest's sake, you're roughly, probably just a bit less than 3 hours running time on a full tank of juice. So yeah, that's not too bad. Just so you have a rough idea, you know how it's going. Okay, with the maintenance of the pump, like we have our SIMS check every week on it. You're basically checking your fuel, your air filter, make sure your air filter's clean. In here, just under your wing nut. Yeah, checking for fuel, checking the air filter. After using the pump, you always drain the pump. So we always check those. Check your oil levels. You've got one either side, one's your filler and one's your oil level with the dipstick. So, and when you do unwind it, I won't do it on the bench here, but to check the level, you wipe it and just push it back in. You don't actually screw it back in. So you just push it in and pull away and that'll give you a correct reading. And that's basically a SIMS check. But in March and September, I think it is, yeah, March, September, we have a bit more maintenance on it. Just check the condition of the spark plug. So we'll just take it out and yeah, give it a clean and just check the gap. Drain the carburetor under here, drain it, and also take out this sediment cup and give it a clean. So that's just twice a year, March and September. So That's your basic maintenance on it. Well, the basic, I'll just point out some of the features of it. We've got the throttle here, your choke, your fuel on off, the pull starter, here's your fuel, and on the pump we have 138 outlet and 138 inlet and your 225s on the side. To prime your pump before you start it is the cap on the top, so we just fill it up with water before we do it, and to drain is down here. And as I said before, we've got our ignition switch here. So what we might do, we might take the pump out into the engine bay, and I've got some water in containers out there, so we'll just take them in turns and we'll give the pump a run. Happy with that? Okay.